Is weird, odd, strange, or just plain bizarre is really your cup of tea? Then the Golden State Media Concepts Weird News Podcast will give you that fix. Can't believe it? Well, listen for yourself as we deliver the strangest news you definitely won't find on CNN or Fox. It's the Golden State Media Concepts Weird News Podcast.
Welcome back to the GSMC Weird News Podcast with your favorite host, Ryan Holloway. Welcome back. It has been so I don't want to say so long, but it's been a little while. So for those of you that don't know, took a slight absence, but now I'm back. For those of you that missed me so much, I apologize for my absence, but I am back. For those of you that know, that Mace Welcome Back song that came out, I don't know, like 2002, like almost 2,000 years ago, it feels like. Play that in the background. Welcome back. They can just play that. So while I was gone, a lot of weird stuff was happening. Bunch of weird stuff was just jumping off. And I was like, yo, I'm sure that my GSMCers are desperately missing out on this weird stuff that's been going on. It's been an array of weird stuff. And I'm not 100% sure if you guys have been hearing about it. I do not know. I'm not sure, because I do know that the GSMC podcast has been playing weird news since I left, because you know the show doesn't stop. It does not stop. The show doesn't stop because of one rabbit. I don't know if that's how that phrase is correctly used, but we're going to use that. One rabbit don't stop the show. Know what I mean? So I'm not sure if the things that I was running into were being covered. However, I have some of those things for you guys today. But there is one thing I do want to ask you. There's one thing I want to ask you, because I need a little bit of clarification on this. I just need to know. I'm sure that none of you guys are out doing this willy-nilly, but for someone that is out doing this willy-nilly, I would like to know why you do this. So, on my way to the studio not too long ago, like, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half ago, I saw somebody in an SUV that was all black with the white door painted on the side. Now, this is obviously a police car, but it's not a police car. It turns out it's just somebody just driving around in a car that has the colors of a police car, but doesn't have any of the banners or any of the things on the side. And I'm always confused by these people, because wait. And then a week ago, I saw somebody else in like a car. It was like a, let's say, I'm pretty sure it was a Caprice Classic, one of the older ones. It was a taxi style car, all black with the white door. Like, and not a painted on white door. I mean, it was car paint, so it was glossy. It looked like a police car without the emblem. Have you ever seen knockoff shoes where the shoes look just like the shoe, but it doesn't have the Nike sign on it? For example, no, I'm not going to throw that company under the bus. That's not right. But you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. So I keep seeing people in these cars that look like police cars, but they're not actually police cars. And I just want to understand what's going on. Like, why? For what? Like, what are you guys doing? Like, or is this like a job interview? Because I understand that hype of, hey, you got to dress for the job that you want. You know, you don't dress for the job you have, you dress for the job that you want. So if you're interested in being some type of businessman or some type of like international player, you should dress like a businessman or international player. You should be wearing a really, really awesome suit that fits really well, or you should be dressed like Magic Don Juan if you want to be an international player, because that's what you should do. If you want to be a fitness model, then your body should be on point. You should work the part. You should wear tank tops, have your muscles popping, you know. If you want to show off your legs, have your legs popping, you know, it could be one of those things. You dress for the part. I just don't know if you do that as the police. I'm not sure if that's something that you do as the police. I don't think that you go get a car that looks like the police for you to then be like, hey, if the police see me, then, you know, like they'll pull me over and then they'll say, hey man, are you interested in being the police like us? And they'll be like, and you'll say, oh yeah, man, I always wanted to be the police. How'd you guys know? Oh, well, you're driving around in this car, sir. So it looks like maybe you were interested in being the police. Oh, you guys shouldn't have. Thanks for the application. They fill out the app and they hire you. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. So for those of y'all that are doing that, if you're driving around in some car that looks like a police car and it has a car seat in the back, then I just need you to know that I need you to reevaluate your painting decisions for your car. There's no reason for you to be driving around in that car. Because if something pops off, like if I'm getting robbed at the gas station and I see you pulling by in your Ford Explorer with painted doors that looks like the police, I'm going to be genuinely offended. And I'm going to complain about it on Facebook and say, hey, the police didn't help me out while I was getting robbed. I'm going to be very upset. So there's that. Anyway, I'm glad that I was able to share that with you guys because I'm not going to say I was genuinely frustrated, but there was some frustration. There was some slight frustration because I personally don't believe that people should be just pretending to be the police. I mean, I know that there's rules against impersonating a police officer, like genuinely going out and getting a law enforcement uniform and pretending to be the police. I know there's laws against that. I just don't think there's laws against driving a car that's painted black and white because, I mean, it's America. You can't restrict the colors of someone's car. So I get that. I'm just saying maybe on the side of the door on the white part, you should write not the police. You should do something like that. Not the police. That'd be great. Do that for me. I would appreciate that. You could just put not the police. I'd like that. I would genuinely and greatly appreciate it if you guys would do that. This is where we're at right now. I really missed you guys. And I'm going to take a minute to just ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question. Did you guys enjoy Easter? Did you enjoy it? All right, cool. How much did you enjoy Easter and how excited were you about it? I want to know. I'm interested in how much you enjoyed it. I'd like to know. Because no matter how much you enjoyed Easter, you did not enjoy Easter more than LaDonna Hewitt. You want to know why you didn't enjoy Easter more than her? I'm going to give you a chance to think about it. What'd you get from the Easter bunny? What'd you get? You get some eggs? You get some candy? Was you able to have a good time hanging out with the Easter bunny? Was that what happened? Because this lady, LaDonna, she decided that what she was going to do, she was going to attack the Easter bunny. She was actually arrested for allegedly performing lewd acts on the Easter bunny while intoxicated. She was supposed to have her souvenir picture taken with the Easter bunny, but began to grind and grope the mascot. Enraged parents began to call the police while Hewitt continued to perform the explicit acts. Are you guys serious? She was really out here on the block. She was really out here on the block sexually assaulting the Easter bunny. And this has never been my thing. I know it's not like popular to like ask the victim questions. That's not something that we do in today's America because, it's never the victim's fault. It's the sicko's fault because there's sickos on the streets. You know what I mean? We can't have those type of things. I just would like to know, if this was happening to the Easter bunny and the police had to come and this was a big thing and the police had to come and what was happening during this assault? Like, did none of the parents decided to help? You're telling me that this lady is just destroying the Easter bunny and just destroying Easter and just destroying Jesus' other birthday and y'all just standing around? Nobody's helping the poor Easter bunny? This is unbelievable. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you guys what to do in this situation. But first, I got to take a break. I'm going to go and pay a quick bill. And then when I get back, I'm going to tell you guys what to do if you're ever in a situation when Easter bunnies attack. I mean, not when Easter bunnies attack, when intoxicated picture souvenir wanting people attack the Easter bunny. I'm going to let you know so that next time in this situation, you'll know what to do. I'll be right back.
Check out the show built around the women of MMA. From the UFC to the extreme cage fighting, we got the fights covered.
Listen.
It's the Golden State Media Concepts Women's MMA Podcast. The latest news of upcoming fights, discussions of previous matches. Join us as we talk to and about the biggest names in women's mixed martial arts, past, present, and future. When it's the women's fight game, you know where to listen to. The Golden State Media Concepts Women's MMA Podcast.
Welcome back to the GSMC Weird News Podcast with your favorite host, Ryan Holloway. I am greatly, very happy to be back with you guys. Much so. So here's the thing. This is what I was going to do. I promised that when I got back from break, I was going to let you guys know what you should possibly do if you're in a situation when Easter bunnies attack. I mean, not when the Easter bunny attacks, but if you're in a situation where you see an Easter bunny in trouble. Because what happened was this. Apparently, an Easter bunny was minding their own business, being an Easter bunny, doing Easter bunny things. And this woman decided that she was going to do she decided that instead of like letting the Easter bunny like give her eggs, she was going to go ahead and like give the Easter bunny So if you look at the pictures, it seems like this woman is basically climbing on the Easter bunny and basically involving herself in a tip drill with this Easter bunny, just making it clear and known, this is my bunny and I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. While this was jumping off, parents decided to call the police while this woman was sexually assaulting the Easter bunny. And here's my question. How come nobody wouldn't help the Easter bunny? Like, the Easter bunny has been providing us a whole bunch of candy and eggs and niceness and beautiful times over, I don't know, if you're a parent, maybe you're at least 16 years old. I mean, if you're bringing your kids there, you got multiple kids. Let's say the average age of the parent there is maybe like 25. Let's say that, because we live in a younger world and I'm not going to be ageist, because I want to say everyone there was 40, but I don't know, because some of y'all be pregnant in like 6th grade. I have no idea how you and your kids share Lunchables in schools. I'm not going to ask any more questions about that. I'm just saying, if there's a bunch of grown people there, I would like to understand how come no one was able to pull this woman off the Easter bunny. The Easter bunny doesn't seem like the type of person that you would let get assaulted. What part of the game is that? Next thing you know, y'all gonna let Santa Claus get jumped in a dark alley? Is that what's going on? Are y'all gonna let the Lucky Charms guy get stomped out behind the bar? Is that what's going on? You can't sit back all willy-nilly and just watch the Easter bunny get beat up. This is what I'm going to recommend for any of you guys ever in this situation. If you ever see someone climbing on the Easter bunny, forcing the Easter bunny to do stuff that they don't want to do, I need you to do this. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? I need you to write this down. Get a pen. Because this is going to be very detailed. It's going to be very, very detailed. Okay, you guys ready? All right. That's what you're going to say. Stop. Hey, you. Stop. Don't do that. Hey, don't do that. Hey, stop. Hey, you, stop it. And that's all you got to do. Just do that. That's all you have to do. That's it. Because if she was intoxicated and this Easter bunny looks really, really big, I feel like if a lot of loud voices just start saying, hey, stop. Hey, don't do that. Stop. I think if you get enough of that from the crowd, then she would have stopped. But from what I can gather, a bunch of parents were just sitting back, just watching her just do whatever with the Easter bunny, basically. Here's my second question. This isn't even a question. This is just an observation. If like as a parent, were you just kind of hating? Like, were you just kind of hating? Now, if you're listening to this and you were there, I apologize. I just want to know this. Were you kind of hating? Because maybe you were kind of hating. Because based on the picture that I can see, and that I haven't seen the video. Based on the picture, I see the woman kind of climbed up on the Easter bunny, and the Easter bunny is smiling. Yes, that's a mask, but I'm saying the Easter bunny is smiling. And she's wobbly dropping it like it's hot all over the Easter bunny, and you're sitting in the background like, hey, you can't do that. Hey, you can't do that. And maybe you're not having like the best time in your relationship. And maybe this lady who's, maybe she's had a rough time and she's decided to drink a lot. So she goes to visit the Easter bunny. She waited her turn. She waited in line. Apparently she wanted her souvenir picture. And she's getting it in with the Easter bunny, and who knows? It seems like they're both having a great time. Is it really your place? Is it your place to really be like, hey, hello, is this the police? Yeah, there's a woman here, and she's on the Easter bunny's lap, and she's having too much fun, and I don't like it. Get down here right now. I don't like it. Get down here right now. Is that really the thing to do? Is that really it? Because maybe you're just kind of mad. That could have been it. we have two different scenarios here. Either way, the people that weren't involved are wrong. And no matter what, I understand this lady who showed up, who wanted to get it in with the Easter Bunny. I understand she was wrong. She shouldn't have been assaulting the Easter Bunny like that. I get it. I understand. But the people that sat back and did nothing, they were wrong for two reasons. One, they were wrong for not pulling the lady off of the Easter Bunny, who has provided us with decades and hundreds of years of fun and eggs and candy and Peeps. I don't even know who eats Peeps. I'm not sure who eats Peeps, but somebody eats Peeps, and the Easter Bunny is bringing us Peeps for years and years and years. And y'all just sat back willy-nilly watching this lady assault the Easter Bunny like it's the beginning of an SVU episode and there's nothing you can do about it. It's not cool. Not cool. So shame on you for doing that and not helping out. Secondly, if you were just jealous and having a bad day and you were jealous of the, let's say you were jealous of the intricate involvement of adult relations that were being performed in front of you with the Easter Bunny and this lady, shame on you for being jealous. Maybe you should activate your Tinder app or your Match.com app or something like that, and you can have a more positive experience within relationships. So either way, I blame the people that pretty much had nothing to do with that, because that's what Weird News is all about. This is what you guys should have took from this. All I'm saying is that if you ever see the Easter Bunny getting assaulted, I need you to help, or I need you to make sure that the Easter Bunny is having a bad time before you call the police, because you never know. You never know. You don't know what the Easter Bunny could be thinking. You have no idea. This is where we're at with this right now. I have a question for you guys. As always, I'm always asking you guys questions. I'm always doing this because I care about what the fans think. I like to know what's going on with you guys. Here's my question. What's the most fun you ever had as a 13-year-old? What is the most fun? I'm gonna tell you what the most fun was that I had when I was 13. When I was 13, nope, I can't tell that story. I cannot, because this will get shut down. So what I will tell you about this, I'm going to tell you about a 13-year-old that had more fun than you've ever had in your entire life. Ever. And you know what's interesting is when they write this story, the headline is "Teen Survives Miraculous." I won't tell you the rest, but teen survives. They say teen, but he's 13. Like, he's not. See, when you're 13, I don't really think you're a teenager. I think you're a teenager when you're like 14. 13, you were just 12 14 minutes ago. You not, no. That's like running around calling 18-year-olds adults. 18-year-olds aren't adults. You know why? Because they're 18. They're teenagers. And I know if you're listening to this, you would try to use that same knowledge. You try to use that same logic with me. And well, Ryan, 13 is a teenager too because it ends in teen. No. 18, still a teenager, because you've been a teenager for so long that the teen has grown on you. Could still be 18. It still grew on you a little bit. You're probably not an actual adult till you're about 21. You know why? Because that's when you can buy cigarettes and drink beer, and you can they let you join the army at 18. You know what? I'm rambling. I'm sorry about that. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a quick break. I want you guys to think about the most fun you ever had when you were 13. The most fun you ever had when you were 13. And then when I come back, I'm going to destroy your childhood by saying, no, the most fun was this. They're going to be like, oh, word. That's what you're going to say. You're going to say, word. Okay. With that, I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, because if you do, I'm going to sick the Easter Bunny on you. No, not the Easter Bunny, but the lady. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. I'll be right back, y'all.
This is your ultimate stop for everything sports. The Golden State Media Concepts Sports Podcast. Should I say more? From the NFL, MLB, the NBA to MMA, it's all in here. The Golden State Media Concepts Sports Podcast. Listen now.
Welcome back to the GSMC Weird News Podcast with your favorite host, Ryan Holloway. Ooh, that felt good. That felt like the way I used to say it when I was here. So in case you just know that I'm I'm back in my vibe. I'm back on my move. I'm back on my move right now. So I asked you guys patiently. I said, hey, when you get some time, I'm gonna need you to think about the most fun that you ever had when you were 13. I'll try to ask you guys about that. And let's see. I gave you some time and I told you, maybe this wasn't the best thing to say, but I told you that what I was going to do, I was going to basically destroy your childhood by telling you that you did not have as much fun as this kid. Now, this kid, this 13-year-old, was miraculously rescued Monday after falling into a river of sewage in Los Angeles, getting swept away and spending like 12 hours in the city's toxic maze-like underground sewer system. So he was playing with his friends, right? And he was playing with his friends like above a sewer system, like where there was access to it, because kids do silly stuff. So before I tell you this story and you judge this child, I need you to just know, like, yo, why would he be doing that? Yo, think about what you were doing when you were 13. Just think about it, okay? Okay? All right, cool. So you thought about it. They were playing above some planks, and Jesse Hernandez, he just fell into the planks. He fell into an access portal and just fell in. It fell about 25 feet. And then he was swept into the sewer system. And they found him because they sent a whole bunch of rescuers in there. They heard him yelling, help, 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 help. So basically, this kid was lost in the sewer for 12 hours. Like 12. Can you imagine? And he's a brave guy because like they heard him like yelling for help, but he wasn't crying. He wasn't distraught because as a 13-year-old, if you're already playing, then you fall into a maze. Like he's in a maze. And I feel like as a 13-year-old, when me and my friends would hop fences and get stuck places, get stuck in trees, or end up somewhere in like behind someone's backyard we didn't plan on being in, or hop a fence that had a dog and you got to hop back over the fence immediately. Those were great times. Those were some very fun times. So I don't know if you guys can top that. I'm not 100% sure. Once they got him out, they immediately hosed him down to get rid of all the sewage, basically. Jesse asked for a cell phone, and he wanted to call his mom. He said he was happy. The family was happy. There's a video release that shows him, like, showing how he fell. Well, not how he fell, but where he fell. And basically, it was cool because they didn't give up hope on him. They were looking for him for 12 hours. 12 hours. They had to look through 2,400 feet of pipe. Like they inspected 24 feet of pipe to find this kid. 12 hours, 12 whole hours just missing. I can't even front. As a 13-year-old, I'm going to say that would be fun for 90 minutes. For 90 minutes, just walking around in the sewer, thinking I went one way, thinking I went another way. I think that'd be fun for about 90 minutes. 90 minutes. If I was 16, I think it'd be fun for maybe 3 hours because I was a little bit taller. I could handle myself a little bit more. Let me be honest with you guys. Let me be completely honest. If that happened to me now, I'd be scared out of my mind. Out of my mind. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. When you're younger, right? And I'm not even going to tell you the whole thing about, well, when you're younger, you don't know about the dangers and No. I'm going to tell you something about when you're younger. It's not that you don't know about dangers. When you're younger, everything's an adventure. It's an adventure. And because when I was younger, I was outside a lot. So I had like an incredible imagination. So I always felt like I was 10 feet tall, 1,000 pounds. I felt like I was a beast, right? But as I've gotten older and I've seen more and more television and my imagination is even more wild now, I'm not even sure that I'm afraid of the dangers. I'm just afraid of imaginary stuff that could happen. Like, I feel like there's sewer people. I'm genuinely surprised that this kid was found because I think there are sewer people. I think people live in the sewer. There's a whole city down there because I've watched so much television that I would think that people just roam the sewer, kidnapping kids and then teaching them how to grow into a sewer lifestyle. Then they become sewer people. Kind of like the garbage people on The Walking Dead. Do y'all watch Walking Dead? I'm going to talk a little bit about Walking Dead on the sci-fi episode. But in Walking Dead, don't worry, this isn't a spoiler. In Walking Dead, there's some people, they're called the garbage people, and they live in garbage. Duh, right? They live in garbage, and inside of that garbage, they have a whole festival, it's not lively at all. I'm lying. It's not lively. They're just depressed. They live in the garbage. But I think in real life, there's a sewer place like that. So if I fell inside of the sewer, me, myself, being like 30 plus years old, I would flip out. I'd flip out. Immediately, I'd flip out. Like I'd flip out. That'd be it. I don't even know what I would do because I feel like there's sewer people down there that make me be sewer people, and I would never be seen again. When I was younger, I would believe, oh well, the Ninja Turtles are down here, so I'll be fine. The Ninja Turtles will find me. They'll let me be a Ninja Turtle. Like Raphael is my favorite Ninja Turtle, so maybe he'll let me be Ryan, and I could wear a red bandana like him. Not Blood Gang, but just, be like Raphael, because they got red and blue and orange and purple. But I liked Raphael, so hopefully I would assume that then Master Splinter would teach me Kung Fu and we'd all be good. That's how I would imagine the whole thing happening if I was 13. But a decade later, a little bit over 2 decades later, nope. If I get trapped in the sewer, I'm just, no. And you want to know what? Before I let you guys go, I just want to close up. I want to close up with this. What I want to say is, I feel like I heard that kids are now allowed to have phones in school because they have to contact their parents. I don't have kids, so I don't know exactly how this works. But I was like, that's interesting because when I was younger, they used to be upset that I had a pager in school. But looking back on it, and I was kind of like, should kids have phones in school? I don't know. Like, should they? I don't know. But if kids are falling in the sewer drains, if they're just falling in sewer drains, then I believe that they should probably have phones. They should probably have phones. Because the kid fell in the sewer drain, he didn't have a phone, but his friends had a phone. So when he fell in the sewer drain, his friends immediately called the police, which was cool. So kids should have phones. For those of you guys that don't think kids should have phones, fine. Maybe they shouldn't have the illest games on there and play on their games for outstanding amounts of time and forget how to read. But I feel like they probably should have them for emergencies. And it's probably great that they have phones. You want to know why? Because when I was 13, if we were all playing somewhere we shouldn't have been playing and somebody fell in the hole, I can't really say that we'd have called the police immediately. Me and my silly friends would have tried to climb down there and try to rescue him because we didn't want to get in trouble. Because I'm pretty sure that wherever they were at, I'm pretty sure their parents warned them to not be there. Hey, don't play by the sewer. Someone will fall in there, and then someone falls, and we're like, hey, you know what we're gonna do? We got to get Tommy out the sewer, because if we don't get Tommy out the sewer, his mom's gonna be livid. So we gotta make this a full-on adventure. Next thing you know, me, Mike, Jay, we all in the sewer. Everybody's in the sewer looking for Tommy. We can't get him out. Now everyone's stuck for 12 hours. And nobody knows where we're at. Why? Because we're not supposed to be in the sewer. So with that, the kid got rescued. The lady that was humping the Easter bunny got arrested. So there's happy endings for everybody. I just want to take this time to say thank you guys for welcoming me back. It feels really good. I'll be here about once a week, blessing your ears with the amazing, outstanding amounts of weirdness happening all over America. I got some stuff for you next week, so you guys are gonna lose. I got some stuff for you that you're gonna be like, Ryan, what are you doing? Where'd you get this from? And that's gonna be that. So live long, prosper, watch out for potholes. You guys have a happy week.